Orientation is not locked. All right. Y'all are making me irritated. It's fine. We're back. And you're probably wondering who we is. But like, if you didn't know, it's in the thumbnail. It's me and Felice. And I know you don't see her yet.
You'll see me in a second. You'll hear me right now.
We haven't even had any wine yet. And so
it feels like we had wine.
It does, because like
I feel a little drunk right
this
now
is not.
Do you need help? I can help.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do because it's not.
Well, you can't flip
oh, I know.
You wanna
I want to unplug this.
Okay. And then
put this
in.
No, this one right here. Well, that's actually that works too. But okay, so hi guys. Oh, why is there a green screen? This is so chaotic. I actually kind of love it.
Honestly, it's the last.
Hi, you can hear me perfect now. Thank you. Thank you for the notes. We're sorry for the technical difficulties. We're just trying to. I'm being so random right now. I'm so random.
I wish y'all could see this right now. It's wild.
It's so chaotic. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna do.
Put it like that. Yeah.
Boom. And then like this. Boom. There we go. Okay. We're good. Okay. And then like that, and then okay, sit down so I can make sure that we're both gonna be in frame.
I'm sitting. I'm coming.
Okay.
Hi.
Boom.
Hello.
There we are. Okay.
And we made it.
Okay. And I still need to charge so I can keep up with the comments because I can't see that small.
That's true. My vision is good, but Good evening. Bad habit.
Okay.
Whoops. Yeah, we're just gonna. This font is even small for me, so we don't need to use our big screen. Little screen is for content. Big screen is for reading.
All right. Now, hello people. How art thou? I hope that you're doing great. I am live streaming now. I'm just trying to make sure that I got all the things. I'm gonna be able to see y'all in like just a second. Hold on for just a second.
We will be taking a sip for you very shortly. I just want to make sure she's ready, because I can't. We don't drink alone. We drink together, right? If you want to crack one open right now with us.
Unless you're a child, because I know it'll be kids on here. Adults only.
You need to be.
Like you can crack open some orange juice.
Martinelli's apple cider. That's also good.
Martinelli's.
Don't you love a good Martinelli's?
You got that bug.
I know. It's basically champagne for kids.
I be drinking it,
I should have brought some actually.
I'm actually that person at like the cookout. I be drinking all the juice boxes. Don't leave me in a room full of juice boxes. Because guess who's drinking them?
She got the juice. She got the juice.
It's me. I'm drinking the juice boxes. Because who's gonna stop me? Like, in real life?
I was at my niece's birthday party. I think it was a couple years ago. And they had a bunch of Honest Kids apple juice. And none of the kids were drinking it. So guess who was drinking it?
I'm drinking it.
Auntie was drinking it.
Every time. Like, because it's good. First of all, it's just a little sip. So I got to take like 5 of them.
It really is. It's what, like 7 ounces of...
It's ounces in my mind. It's just like,
well,
it's gone.
It's more than a shot, but yeah, it's probably like 2 big gulps.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're here. Boom. There we go. Okay. You can hear me perfect now. Hi. Good evening. Hello. Take a sip for you. Right. Hello from Ireland. What's up, Ireland?
Ireland?
All right. So let me explain. Let me see. I can also see. Thank you, Kiara. Okay. So. For those of you who don't know, this is Felice.
Hi.
All right. We were trying to explain in the last stream, but it just was not, it wasn't streaming like it needed to.
It did not.
And it's fine though. It's cool. So we met at a Netflix event a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was recently.
And I walked in and she came up to me and was like, "Are you Crystal Luster?" And I was like, "I am." And
you know, just like that too.
I did. I clutched my pearls because I was just like, "Who sent you?" Because she said my full name. Because usually when people recognize me from social media, they just do the thing. They be like,
"Are you the girl that's laughing?"
And I just be like, from social media, "Yeah, you the girl that be laughing." And I'm like I'm the only one that be laughing online.
I don't be laughing. I be laughing.
I be laughing. Like everybody be laughing. I would hope y'all be laughing. But yeah, so she we started talking and she invited me to Hill's class, and she's the reason why I got a big bruise on my knee. Not because she
I didn't do that.
She didn't like beat me up.
I didn't do it.
She could probably.
I'm not going to.
You're not going to. She could. But if y'all don't see me in a while. No.
We haven't had wine yet, by the way. We haven't had wine. It's sitting here. We're letting it breathe for way too long, by the way.
Did we drink anything colored? Your tongue looks kind of, whose tongue looks, no. Now they gonna come over here and be like, chocolate labs. What are they doing?
We're gonna explain it. We're getting there. She needs to introduce me because I am no one in terms of, stuff.
Y'all don't know her. She's a new character on the show.
Yeah, we're introducing.
So anyway, y'all know how I moved out to LA. I've been trying to make some friends or whatever. So we met at the event. She invited me out to some classes. We went to some classes. The bruise was not her fault. It was because I was doing too much. I went to a heels class that was like very rigorous, and I'm like not a professional dancer. She is though. And I was like, okay, I kept.
She did well. She honestly did really,
I kept
really
up for not being a professional.
Mm-hmm.
And she reminded me, she was like, you always telling us to like be kind to ourselves, because I was not being kind to myself. I was getting frustrated. She saw it in real time. Because like I'm not a hypocrite, I promise. I'm working on it. This is why I be telling y'all, because I be telling myself I really want to do well. So anyway, went to that class, then did like a 5-mile hike up a mountain because they lied to me. Y'all saw that video?
Oh my God.
Where they was like, oh, let's go on a hike. And I thought it was going to be cute, like the Hollywood Reservoir, which is like a loop. And it's real pretty. No, this was a mountain, because why would you lie like that? And now I'm climbing up a mountain, trying to go to the heavens. And I thought I was just going to see y'all at the rapture. But apparently God had other plans. So I did make it back down to the regular earth. And that night, they was doing Tyrant, and that was like my favorite song on the album.
And I invited her, and that's my fault, but then it's her fault for coming.
It is. And like, so big bruise on my knee. It's cool. It's healing. Scab is peeling. We're good. That kind of rhymed. It actually rhymed.
It's gonna rhyme. Very, it's good.
And now we're friends, and we figured out tonight that we actually have like a very similar brain.
We do.
I think we were separated at birth.
Honestly, I could believe it.
Which means that I'm Filipino.
And I don't want to say I'm black, but maybe I'm black. I feel like, am I allowed to say that?
We're both brown.
We're both brown.
We're brown.
People of color. I was born, I cannot get any lighter than this, by the way. Like, I can't. It's
like that sound was like, I can't take it off.
I can't take it off. It's there. Yeah, that's the lightest part of me, and it's still brown. So, we're very brown, hence, but we'll get into it. So Chocolate Labs was an idea that I asked Crystal, because I was like, look, you have such great content, you have such a great community. I'm a big proponent for mental health and for getting everyone the help that they need, for being encouraging and inspiring. My own stuff tends to be that way. I don't have a following and I don't need a following, but I always just try to make any interaction very authentic. And I told Crystal, I was like, I feel like you would do really well with the podcast, and I would love to work with you on that and, bring joy and bring a lot of skills and any type of techniques or tools you could use to manage your mental health. And my idea for the name was Chocolate Labs, because first of all, labs are adorable. Chocolate ones by far, I think, are the cutest of them, and they're very friendly, and when you pet a dog, your stress levels go down. And I feel like we could be your Chocolate Labs. We could be your emotional support people, and possibly your emotional support podcast.
So like, let me know in the comments if you want a podcast. Whether or not you want it, we're gonna do it. But if you're gonna listen, if you're gonna tune in, also it's because we're chocolate. Like,
it's good.
Chocolate, people of color, like melanin, chocolate labs, like collabs.
No, would
like
you say collab?
Cocoa labs.
Yeah, Cocoa Labs. Oh,
Cocoa labs.
Cocoa Labs.
I feel like chocolate labs, but I don't know. We'll play around with
it.
But like, yeah, and we're like, like fun and cuddly and supportive, like a chocolate lab. We've already started, like, mind you, we just started having this conversation maybe an hour or two ago, and we already got merch.
Like, she fed me, and we got ice cream, which we're gonna have after the wine, which we haven't had. Let's cheers real quick.
Okay.
Cheers to collabs, to Chocolate Labs, to
and
all the
friendship.
beautiful people, and for friendship, and all these beautiful people tonight. Yes. If you have water or any beverage, cheers with us.
Cheers.
Cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
And let's drink.
Here we go. Cheers again. Ooh, that's good.
That's nice. I'm glad I brought that over.
Yes.
It's good.
Not too sweet, not too dry. Nice in the middle.
It's a good Asian compliment, not too sweet. Every time you hear that, be like, ooh, when you hear that, that's when you know an Asian person loves what you made.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all don't like sweet stuff?
We like sweet stuff, but there's a balance of sweetness where it's like, because if it's too sweet, it kind of hits your teeth and it's uncomfortable that way. So when I hear not too sweet, I'm like, oh, I know I hit it on the money. Not too sweet. So like in the black community, they be like, you ain't put enough sugar in this. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I've kind of gotten away from putting a whole lot of sugar or a whole lot of salt. Can I bring this up? Okay. Because like, my black people, y'all be like putting salt on stuff before you taste it. And my thing is like, you ain't tasting nothing yet.
You gotta taste it first.
Season it.
Because you might not need extra. You know what I'm saying?
I've made that mistake so many times. And then you have something inedible because if it's too salty, you can't even eat it.
Now, what I will say is one time I saved something. I was so mad. This is back when I was married. And I used to make like burrito bowls. So I would do like the ground meat. I would do turkey instead of beef. Ground turkey. I put like some jasmine rice in there, the black beans, corn, all the seasonings. But I was a little heavy-handed on the seasoning because I wasn't using the seasoning that I usually do because we were out of town. And it was so salty, and my ex-husband turned up his nose. I can't eat this. And I was so sad because I always, like, even now, so I made a Chicago style hot dogs.
So good.
They were so good, y'all. So good. I'm going to have to come back and show y'all how to make them. But anyway,
I'm gonna eat one later.
Like, real talk, so good. But so I was like, I really want people to enjoy when I cook. I want people to enjoy the food. And so I did that. And I was sad that it wasn't good. And instead of throwing it away, I called my mom. I was like, what can I do? She was like, oh, you should just add something to soak up the salt. So I took it, brought it back because we were out of town. We were going back home the next day. Took it home, put it in the freezer. One day I needed dinner quick and I made soup. I brought all of that stuff out and I just added water instead of chicken broth.
Yeah, and then it's seasoned.
Perfect.
That's amazing.
Perfect.
Another food hack, if you want. I am a home chef myself. I told Crystal I'm a baker as well.
She does everything. First of all, she's Filipino. And remember how I put the video out earlier this week, the vlog, when I was talking about my friend Melissa and Ernie? First of all, God just like handcrafted. He handcrafted everything, but he like really took his time with y'all vocal cords. And it's just like, what don't you do?
That's a fair question.
See? Because when people ask me that question, because I do a lot of stuff, but when people ask me that question, I was like, I don't do windows. That's about it. But like, she know her way around the toolbox too.
Yeah, you know, we got a lot of things. We got a lot. I mean, I'm actually a better singer than I am a dancer. I haven't really sampled that to Crystal yet, but eventually, you know, I would love to make music with her and other people. I love stand-up comedy. I love making people laugh. I'm a big proponent of the environment. You know, I have a degree in environmental science, so we can talk trees and birds and animals all day, all night, if you want to. In general, too, we love to eat. Like, I'm not thick for no reason, let's be real. We love to eat.
A snack, talking about being a snack, talking about eating snacks.
Sitting with another snack.
That's what I like to call snack on snack on snack.
This is Big Back Activities tonight.
Because it's Big Back Friday. I'm your host, Back McStuffins. Y'all didn't get away from that, okay? Just because I didn't talk about it today. Don't worry. Back McStuffins is coming back.
We're still on it. We're still on it, for sure.
For sure.
Going back to the food hack, if you ever oversalt something, they just say add potatoes.
Potatoes. I said that too.
Yeah, they just soak up all the flavor and it balances out everything really well. I mean, if you want to go crazy, you could wash your food, which is a little weird, but it works as well. You just, put under water, rinse it real quick. Don't do that. I don't personally like it because then you're just like, ugh.
Just add more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Potatoes. And let me tell you something. If I had to marry a food.
Ooh, fuck, marry, kill both foods?
Potato. All day. What? I would marry I would be a potato so fast. Me and you, and we would have little potato babies, and they would be called tater babies. You know what I'm saying?
Or tater tots?
Tater tots. You know what I'm saying? Like tots for kids. I don't know. Kids for tots. Kids are tots. Give me the tots. Like potato all day because it's so versatile. I love anything potato. I have not met a potato that I didn't like.
That's true. And if you think about, you and me, we're kind of like potatoes. We have the versatility. Like we can be fried, boiled, baked, mashed, creamed, the whole. If someone's just gonna make. I'm
sorry, my brain just went. Girl, you can't be catching me off like that.
We didn't come in with the script.
Wait. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Wait. I was like, can we split? No, we're not going there. It's the wine, y'all. My bad.
She had 2 sips. Listen. It's not that deep.
They said mash, smash.
Listen.
Hasselbacked. All I'm saying is that potatoes are wonderful. And we are like potatoes. At first I thought you were saying that we thick like potatoes, which we are thick, but like not like round though. Just because we got shape. But like, yes, potatoes, versatile. Like, potatoes are just wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, F, marry, kill for food, right? Definitely marry a potato because I want that in my life all the time. Kill mushrooms.
Oh, you're not a mushroom fan? Is it the texture?
Yes,
or the taste?
it's the texture.
It's
the texture.
It kind of feels like sponge.
It feels like boogers.
What mushrooms are you eating?
Now listen, before y'all go judging me.
How hard are your mushrooms?
Harder.
Are soft? Are we talking like loose booger? What are we talking? Like what's the consistency of booger?
Listen. Okay, now I don't eat boogers. Let me just say that right off the bat. I don't eat boogers, okay? But you know, like when you was a kid, cause like kids be eating, you know what I'm saying? I remember that texture. And that texture was very like, you know, and it's like that. It's like also this is not a good example because I'm explaining things that I don't do. It feels like chewing on an earlobe. Now, I'm not a cannibal. I don't be eating body parts or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, like how something just don't break down. That's how it feels in my mouth. Like, it just make like the back of my neck just kind of do one of these, like I'm glitching. And I just can't get with it. I just can't get this, the texture. I have a very big texture aversion.
No, that makes sense. Some people, it really is a texture thing. Like I've met plenty of people where it just, they had food ill prepared and then that like ruined the food for them. Like some people don't like eggs because all the eggs they've ever had prepared were like overdone or
underdone. Like if it's slimy, for a long time I couldn't eat eggs because I was just like, my dad. Now I love my daddy. My daddy likes underdone eggs. He used to like them real runny when I was a kid, and I wanted to be just like my daddy's. I was like, give me my runny eggs, and my stomach would hurt every time. And it got to the point where I was like, I don't even want.
That's probably underdone to the point of like salmonella.
Yeah, put them chicken babies back, okay? Them chicken babies need to keep baking. And so like
that's the consistency of booger that like closer. I feel like a runny
that's
egg.
not.
Oh, so there's different levels of what is in your nose.
Okay, so you got like so we getting into this. We're here now. So
we're there.
So you got like snot, which is like the consistency of runny egg. But then you have the crunchy boogers, which is basically like it used to be snot, but it didn't dry it out. You've been breathing all night, so now it's just like when you have ice that had frosted over on your windshield at overnight and you gotta scrape it off. Like that's what that's like. But then you got like the boogery stuff that feels like this is very specific. This is like very, very specific.
It's like the glue booger.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit, it's not slimy, but it's not hard. It's like right in the middle.
It's just sticky.
It's like
Elmer's glue. Tacky. Yeah. Or like you ever went to go get some hand sanitizer?
Oh, and then there's a little snot, like the product booger on the tip.
Yeah, that's the texture that fair. Mushroom reminds me of. And I just do not like it. It's too like, you know, like.
I can see the emojis are.
Y'all don't like that. I don't like it either.
No, that's
chewing on rubber.
Chewing on rubber. Yeah,
Brendan, exactly. That's how it feels. I also don't like tomatoes. Tomatoes can get whacked too.
I've learned that people who don't like tomatoes. No, that's fair. But tomatoes and mushrooms are common. Like people will not like those two together, and I think it's the consistency.
Now I like cooked tomatoes. If you put it in a stew, a soup, like a fried spaghetti. I'll eat fried tomatoes.
That's good.
Because it changes the texture and the taste. But I have it on camera. I haven't posted it yet. But me and Shaka went to another vegan pizza place, the Fresh Brothers, the other day. And they gave us a salad. And there was like some cut up cherry tomatoes in it. And I was like, on camera. I was like, I'm going to try to be a big girl. They had beets on there. And they had tomatoes. Y'all know I don't like either one of those because beets taste like earth.
I mean, they are earth.
Exactly. And like, I was formed from the earth, and I just don't need to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like until it's time to go, and like I'm not ready to go yet. So like I tried that. I did swallow it, but I didn't like it. I put that tomato in my mouth, and I took one little and I had to spit it out because the taste of it it tastes like, you know, when you accidentally walk into a cloud of gnats.
Oh,
right. That's how it tastes. That's right there. That's how it tastes. That's how it tastes.
Karate chops in the air, just and the thing is, I even like tomatoes, but that was so graphic that I'm like, I don't want to look at tomato.
That's exactly how it tastes. Hate it. Okra is gross unless it's pickled.
So yeah, okra.
I don't know if I've ever had pickled okra though. Like, so what does that taste like?
I don't know. So in okra, like at least for some Filipino dishes that we have it in our. I forgot what dish it is. If someone's Filipino, you can shout out about what dish that is. But my uncle actually described okra in Tagalog as laway, and laway actually means like spit. So like it's because it has a slimy consistency as well.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. But I get it. Texture is a big thing in food, and I think people don't realize that. So I'm not a big fan of like mousses just for that reason because it's air. Like they're delicious.
I don't mind a good mousse.
No, I love a good mousse, but I always feel like I want more than what they're giving me.
True.
That's my only
It's
gripe with
deceptive.
it. Yeah.
It's
You're
because
getting
it's
all
like-
of this, and then it's like this.
It's like cotton candy or spinach.
Oh yeah.
Like
it just
you know what I'm saying? Real like more like cotton candy because you get a big. You remember being a kid going to like
You
the
see
circus
this
or the theater. You're
huge-
just like and
it's
it's
like
just
this,
going away.
right?
Like
I feel like I'm getting
where did you go?
catfished by my food.
Exactly.
That's really what it is. I don't
That's
get catfished by a meal. Like if it looks like it's going to be a certain amount of calories, let it be a certain amount of calories.
You know what I'm saying? Like my back ain't big for no reason.
Exactly.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
We have to fill. We have to keep it big.
Let's
like
keep
that's
it. Exactly. I agree. For sure. Okra is crunchy like a pickle. When pickled, no slime. Okay, I could try that. I would be open to try that. Also, side note, at some point I'm gonna do this video where I try pregnancy cravings just because I'm curious as to what pregnant would be.
Really fun.
So there was this one where this lady was like, she likes dill pickles and peanut butter.
That I could get down with, honestly. I could get down with that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love both. I eat peanut butter almost every day. I eat dill pickles. We just had dill pickles on the hot dogs. It was delicious. But the two of them together though, I don't know about that. We're gonna see. I'm gonna do a whole series where I'm trying pregnancy craving stuff just to see what y'all talking about. Mm-hmm. I saw this one guy, he did it and he mixed in hot Cheetos and chocolate pudding.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That one I could be down for because I used to eat. This was my own. I was not pregnant. I was just snacking. I put Cheez-Its and Nutella together.
Now, because when you, okay, so you know when you get a charcuterie board, charcuterie, because that's how I say it.
Mm-hmm.
When you get a charcuterie board, you have cheese,
mm-hmm.
and you have like some type of jam,
yep, you do.
and you have pickles,
mm-hmm.
and you might have like nuts and chocolate all together. So I can see how that would work.
Yeah, right.
And crackers.
Yeah.
So you got cheese, crackers, and Nutella.
Yeah.
Or as that young boy said, a peanut butter. Remember when he was like, N-U-T-E-L-L-A. What does that spell? Peanut butter.
Which, you know, fair enough. It is from my nuts and it is a butter.
It is. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, hazelnut is delicious. Underrated, by the way.
It's so good.
Now, back to the game. Okay, my last answer, because then you got to answer. I said, marry potato.
Yes.
I'm going to kill mushroom.
Kill that mushroom.
Now, who am I screwing?
There's a lot of different foods.
It is. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. We were just actually talking about this. It's probably gonna be beef. Here's why. Because beef does not like me. I don't eat beef. Beef make me sick, but I miss a cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? Like one good time, I'ma just have that cheeseburger and we're gonna be fighting to the death. I'ma win. You're not gonna take me out. I'm gonna get you out of me. You know what I'm saying? But that one good time, I'm gonna risk it all for like that good juicy cheeseburger.
That's true.
Because it's been a long time since I had some. Okay, now for you.
So, and this is really divisive because I am from LA. I know, and I cannot wait to like get the hate from this. Kill avocado. And I knew you were gonna have that reaction. Mainly because I have an intolerance, because I actually can't eat it that well. But in general, it is the fruit, and it is a fruit itself. It's so overhyped. It takes 7 years for the tree to plant fruit. That's why these things are so damn expensive.
First of all, you done got all technical.
I'm gonna get technical because that's why I want to kill this thing.
7 years.
It takes
it's
7
a year
years
of completion.
Exactly.
Restoration.
So you're an avocado. If you're still in your process, you haven't born fruit yet. Because you're an avocado tree.
That means you expensive.
You expensive
and you green.
And I save money by not eating avocado. You know how expensive a side of guac at Chipotle? Are we kidding? We kidding?
Now
in this economy?
I have my little individual guac cups that I buy. Very delicious from Whole Foods. I spent like $5 for a pack of 4. It's portioned. It's very tasty.
A little less than $1 a pack. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got Chipotle at home.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Now, I will say, I didn't like avocado for a long time because it didn't taste like anything to me at first. And because when I did taste something, it tasted a little bit like tomato and the texture was really weird.
Back to the tomatoes, I swear to God.
No, for real. That was, because when I first tasted it, I was like, why do people eat this? It was just like sliding around and it kind of tasted like tomato for me. But what switched it up, I think one day somebody made some homemade guacamole and it changed my life, honest to God. Christine Madden, Shout out to you. Love her. Very close, dear friend of mine. She made something. It was very delicious. And I was like, oh, okay. I just didn't have it right. Then I started eating it on its own with like my eggs. I'll slice up some avocado, throw a little bit of that everything on a bagel
with
seasoning.
The Salt Bay ham.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it like that because that's what make it taste good.
Yep.
And I was like, this is life changing. Then next thing I know, I was just eating it by itself. Like just, you know, as I was preparing, you know how you snack before you eat. And I was
It's
snacking.
called an appetizer.
It's right. And
it's called an appetizer.
But you know, it wasn't like
you're pre-gaming your meal.
I was pre-gaming.
Yeah, I get it.
And I was tailgating at my own, you know, my own soul.
Tailgating at home. We have tailgating
Exactly. And I was like, yeah. I don't know if I acquired a taste for it. Kind of like how I acquired a taste for like unsweetened tea. It still, you know, tastes like dried leaves, but
it's hot leaf juice.
It's hot leaf
cold
juice.
Leaf juice, depending on how you want it.
I've acquired a taste for sparkling water. I used to love pop, because I'm still gonna say pop. I'm from Chicago. I don't care what y'all, you know.
It's fine. It's soda here, it's pop there. It's cool.
Pop.
It's the same thing. It doesn't matter.
It's pop.
Call it what you want.
But this is my thing though. Hear me out.
I hear.
What does soda do?
It pops.
Exactly.
Just like Rice Krispie trees, snap on the bottom.
You know what I'm saying? First I thought you said breast cancer. I was like,
no, sorry, Rice Krispie trees. I think the wine's hitting already. That's wild. Sorry, like Rice Krispie trees. Snap,
breast
crackle,
cancer me? That's
pop.
crazy.
Okay.
But yes, it pops. Wait, some of y'all need to go to bed. Cause like, what are y'all doing? Some of y'all really do need to go to bed. Anyway, so I got over pop because I used to listen. Orange soda. You thought Kale loved orange soda? Chris loved orange soda. I was drinking it. Go. You know what I'm saying? And then like back in Chicago, you got like the it's called Wildwood or like the Tahitian, the red one, the red pop. You know, because it doesn't taste like anything but red. It tastes like the dye, but it was good. And like we wasn't getting, you know, grape tasting like purple. It just made sense.
That's true. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I was drinking all of the sugar, but then when I realized, you know, you get older and that stuff start packing on in places that you don't really want it to pack on. Plus, then you got to start thinking about diabetes and high blood pressure and like all the things. And so I was like, I got to wean myself off of sugary drinks. I realized I just like the carbonation. Now, when I first started drinking sparkling water, not so great. But now I love it. I just had some.
Yeah. And also it can be used like if you're a fan of like mocktails or even cocktails. You can just make anything bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
Like just throw it. I mean, if I wanted to, I could carbonate this wine. I don't think I would do it, but you know, you could. You could just add any little bit of bubbly to any of your beverages. I just add that to orange juice, and you can have a makeshift orange soda if you want. You could. Someone did say Sunkissed, and I do miss that drink. I love that drink a lot. Do you remember Sunkissed? Sunkissed. Yes.
Yum. I do miss. I miss the 90s. Those are some good days.
Yeah.
Okay.
I killed avocado. I would definitely. Okay, this is gonna make me sound hella Asian, and I'm not unproud of it. I'm very proud
excited
of it.
about this.
Rice. I'm gonna marry rice. 100%.
Yes.
Rice is the perfect side dish, whether white, whether Spanish, whatever you want to do. You can fry it. You can make it into soup. You can make it into congee. There are so many different ways. Every culture has some version with rice in it, and it's all delicious.
Yes.
And I would definitely marry rice. Rice is bae. Rice is life.
Yes.
Rice is rice.
Yes.
Rice
is rice.
Rice is rice.
What a bar.
That's actually from Joe Coy.
Listen, I love rice. Whenever I'm sick, so here's a fun fact about me. When I'm sick, I don't like sick food. So like people like make some soup, and I don't know what it is about my brain. I will make me a big pot of soup, eat it once, and then be disgusted at the thought of it.
And you have a gallon of soup left.
A gallon of soup. But on any given day, tomorrow I can make soup, eat it all week. Because it's delicious.
It is.
But I don't like it when I'm sick. When I'm sick, I be wanting like, give me a burger.
Yeah.
Tacos. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm not sick, soup all day. Because I like it. It's all of my favorite things in one pot with some good broth. And when I'm done, I can have, what's the opposite of an appetizer?
The opposite? Like a dessert? Or like,
but it's not a dessert though.
It's a meal?
No. Like you got the appetizer, you got the meal. It's like what I'm trying to say is kind of like how it's you got a prefix and you got a suffix.
Oh, it's the suffix to the. What is this? What is that? What would that be?
I don't know. If it's not an appetizer, maybe it's a backatizer. I don't know whatever it is. It's like after you eat your cereal and you drink the milk, it's like after you eat your soup, you drink the broth, that kind of thing. Love soup. And so how do we get on soup?
Because I mentioned rice?
Right. Okay. But when I don't care if I'm sick, whatever it is, whenever I'm sick though, I can eat rice and be happy. And I can eat rice for a week. If I'm not sick and I just want something quick, but that's like light on my stomach, rice. If I'm just, rice. Everything rice. Love rice. I could marry rice too.
Yeah.
I'm a little more partial to
You're more partial to potatoes.
Potato. I'm not trying to take your. I'm not
No,
trying to take your man.
We can have an open marriage. That's fine.
I mean, it's food.
It's food.
We can share. I will share food.
We did share actually.
We did.
Today, so that's a thing.
We did. Now let's make this clear. I won't share a man. I will share food.
I wouldn't expect you to share, man.
I'm
also.
talking for them because
that's
sometimes
true.
y'all be doing a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yes, I love to. Kool-Aid soda is good. I mean, but like, is Kool-Aid soda just? Soda?
It's Kool-Aid with sparkling water, right? Or is there?
Is there
a separate thing for Kool-Aid soda? Because I thought it was just Kool-Aid and then you made it bubbly.
I haven't had Kool-Aid in so long. I wouldn't even know.
It's been at least like 2 decades since I've had Kool-Aid.
Okay, the next entree is the meal. The next course. No, yeah, an entree is the meal. I'm talking about like what comes after. Like, this is not it's nonsensical. So it probably doesn't even exist.
It doesn't exist.
But it's like literally, you usually have like, a salad and then like maybe an appetizer or something. Then you have the entree. Then you have dessert. There's usually not something that comes after the entree that's regular food. It's usually dessert. But I'm just talking. Y'all know, I'm just saying random things.
Oh, actually, fun fact, there was a wedding that I went to with my cousin. So we had, pasta apps, appetizers, and then we had the entree, and then there was dessert. And actually there was technically something in the middle because after the dessert, we were dancing, but it was like later into the evening after we cleared all the plates, but they had a bunch of like tater tots and sliders just given to people. I don't know what that would be called, but that was like in the middle.
A snack.
Yes, it's a snack, like a late night snack.
It was a snack. So I like snacks.
Snacks are good.
Yes. Okay.
Big backetizer, that's a nice one. I like that one.
Big backetizer. I think I said that.
Did you
it's a backetizer. Yes. Kool-Aid made a soda.
Did they? I'm gonna have to hold on.
Kool-Aid made a soda?
Hang on. I need to know these things. I trust you. I don't know you, but I trust you in that.
Who made a soda? Cool. I mean, you know what? It was probably about time for them to like do something. You know what I'm saying? Like do something new. I can see that. Hors d'oeuvres. Yes. No, Brenda, you spelled it right. That's how you spell it.
Hors devours if you don't know French.
Hors devours.
Have you watched LA Long special where it's just like, I was dating a guy and he pronounced hors d'oeuvres as hors devours. I didn't care because I wanted to.
But honestly, like, that's kind of what you do when you have hors d'oeuvres. You devour them. You know, and I'm not trying to call nobody a hoe, but I'm just saying, like.
Well, that's probably what the French it means, because like RSVP is actually French for respondez s'il vous plaît, which means respond please.
So this is what I'm talking about. Filipinos just be knowing stuff. Now, je parle en français un peu, but like.
No, that's the only thing French I know. By the way, I just knew that fun fact.
I know that song. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I remember my first day in French class. Me and all my friends asked her to translate that, and we realized my innocence was stolen that day because I was like, oh. That's not what I thought she was.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She was saying some things.
We were singing this stuff when we had no business singing
at
this
all.
Stuff. At all.
With my whole chest, I was singing "I Want to Sex You Up" at 2.
Girl.
Why would y'all? I blame the people who let me listen to that. I'm looking at you, Stephanie, and I'm looking at you, Karen. Okay? Because why would y'all let me listen to that song? That's all I gotta say.
Interesting.
Okay. 5 meals of the day: breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner. You know what?
This is Hobbit speak. It's like, what is it? Breakfast, afternoon. They have afternoon tea. There's dinner and supper, and then there's like something else. There's a whole thing.
I thought dinner and supper were the same thing.
I think supper was before dinner, but I also don't know. Like the hobbits just ate constantly. They were just like mice that had to eat like every few hours. I don't consider myself a hobbit, but that's what the Shire and Tolkien told us. I don't know. Someone correct me. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings person.
Nah, I never seen it. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That's fair. Okay.
I tried to. I probably could sit through it now because my brain is a little different. But when it first came out, I was just like, I was constantly fed a feast of rom-coms. And so if it wasn't a rom-com, I wasn't watching it. Now, I just watch serial killers.
I feel like women in true crime are just like this.
Right, besties.
They're just like this.
It's because I feel like if I can't beat them, join them, in some kind of way. Like if I can't like make a man act right, then I'ma just join the detectives that study their brains.
Yep.
Not to say that all men are serial killers or that only men are serial killers, because that's not true. Although statistically, most serial killers are men, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that we like this. We just like crime.
Yeah, we
Well, not that we like crime. I'm not saying like go and do crime or encouraging crime. I just like figuring out why did you do that crime. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of crime, you killed.
I killed avocado.
You would marry rice.
And who would I fuck? That's a tough one. I feel like it's gonna be cheese.
That was my second choice.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie. Because what did I say? Beef?
You said beef. Which they're from the same animal, so it kind of we're on the same side of wavelengths.
And I'm not lying to you. I still be eating cheese.
I mean, same here. And that's the thing. It's like cheese. We love cheese, but cheese don't love me back.
It don't. And that's one toxic relationship. I'm just not giving up.
Yeah. You can't do it. And that is the situationship that I fully commit to.
Yeah. I know what it is. I know
exactly.
that he only called me, you know what I'm saying, when she leave. And as soon as she come back, he kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? And he know that I roll my eyes every time his name pop up on my phone, but I'ma answer. Cause he know just how to do me, but then he treat me wrong every time he leaves.
It's all bad.
It's a fight every time he leaves.
But it's always one of those things you go back because it's familiar and you know it and you know exactly how that's gonna turn out.
He know just what to do, and then he do the other thing that he do, and then my stomach be hurting.
It's just both physically and figuratively.
But the thing is though, unlike a man, cheese is consistent.
Ooh.
Sorry, man.
Ooh, you heard it here first, y'all.
At least I know exactly what the cheese is gonna do.
That's true. There's no mind games.
There's no mind games.
It's like we are smart enough to know what we're getting into.
I know
every single time, but
I
we
know
still do it. The decisions are bad.
It's bad.
You know, we're there.
But I know
that was a good.
It was good. Cheers.
Cheers to that. Cheers. Let's go to the comments real quick because we're doing too much.
Okay. Oh, they say do a cheers. We just did it.
We just did cheers.
That was from ha ha ha.
Thank you, ha ha ha.
I have a crush on a boy, but he's into white girls and low key. Me is tanned. What should I do? How do I get a glow up like you? First of all, thank you for saying that we got glow up. But also, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I was just talking about, a little crush that I had. So crazy, like be having crushes at this big age and still be like dealing with stuff like this.
I know. How old are we? I'm next to that.
That's not even neither here nor there. But he's into white girls. I don't know what this one was into. But here's the thing, and this is like real talk, like not even joking. Y'all know we be joking or whatever. But at the end of the day, I refuse to want anything that doesn't want me back. So I think I'm just making that up in my mind, like committing to that. Now, that doesn't mean that feelings don't still get hurt. That doesn't mean that I still don't like try in my brain to like rationalize, well, why didn't he like me back? Or why didn't, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's still like, I have to accept this just isn't the right fit for me. Because if it was, then it would work. And it's not. And that sucks and it hurts. Feel those feelings. Allow yourself to feel those feelings. But don't ever try to feel like something is wrong. Because I feel like we internalize ourselves.
Yes.
We internalize it. And it's like, something is wrong with me. If I were just whatever. Nah, none of that.
I'm just saying, you cannot be anyone else but you. You will never be them. Okay? 100%. You will never be them. And my thing is, if they don't like that, fuck them. You could be a delicious chocolate chip cookie and they could hate chocolate chip cookies. I don't know why.
Oh, I love chocolate chip cookies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but people be out there not liking chocolate chip cookies.
People who don't like chocolate, I feel like they should be on a wanted list or something.
That feels probably psychotic. There might be mentally.
Like how do you just not like chocolate? Like the debate going around on the interwebs is like, if you get a chocolate cake for your birthday, then first of all, it's my birthday.
I don't get whatever cake you want.
Second of all, chocolate cake is delicious. It
is good. Listen. I don't even like cake in general for my birthday. I'll eat anything else but cake, but like, it's your birthday. You should do what you want.
I love cake. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I almost bought cake tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I almost bought dessert. And I was like, you don't need that.
Because we can get cake later, by the way.
I knew I was getting ice cream. That's why I didn't get cake. But I was so tempted to get cake. I love cake. But either way, chocolate is viable, okay? This is because the generations aren't still serving those Neapolitan cups at the schools no more. That's what it is. Y'all didn't learn how to love all the flavors. Y'all just be like, vanilla.
Fun fact, vanilla is not white. Vanilla bean is darker than cacao, so.
See, this is like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you too many fun facts.
No, I like it. We could go on Jeopardy.
We could. I don't know if we'd win, but it'd be fun.
I was just about to say, we probably wouldn't win. But it would be fun. Because yes, it is usually, I like how you said cacao. So it's vanilla is darker than cacao.
It is.
And I do like vanilla, but I do chocolate. I gotta spice things up a little bit.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, let me see. Charkleberry Fin is a really good flavor as soda.
Charkleberry?
That sounds like a shirt or something.
That sounds something out of like, you know, what is it? Phineas and Ferb, or like one of those fun shows.
I don't know about that. Okay, what was your childhood like? Brothers and sisters? Still talk to your parents?
Is that for her or for me?
Yeah. I mean, we could both answer.
We could.
My childhood was cool. I spent a lot of time at work because my family has a manufacturing company, and so I didn't have like summer break or like spring break. I had work, and then after school I went to work, so I was always at work, which is why y'all get so much content from me, because I'm used to working. But my relationship with my brothers and sisters is cool, even though there's like a huge gap in between us. We haven't had this talk, so
yeah, no, it's good because I get to tell you, and then I get to know,
right, and then I'll get to know,
and then y'all get to know because you're here.
So I'm the youngest of four. My oldest sister Karen, as most of you all know, passed away, but she was 18 when I was born, and my sister Stephanie was 13, and my brother Stephen was 10. So there's a huge gap between me and my siblings, but we're all still pretty close. And me and Karen were like this, like the same person, but just different ages. And then me and Stephanie are really close too. Me and my brother are as close as like brother and sister can get. You know, he like rough house with me, and we would fight, like, you know, whatever. He licks my forehead, I bit his kneecap, like that kind of thing. Whatever. It happens. But yeah, me and my parents really close. Felice actually saw me FaceTime my mother.
It was cute. I liked it.
I just realized like how I was a little embarrassed, but like not really, because I'm so glad and grateful that I have both of my parents, and like we have a good relationship. But you know, like my mom was like blowing me kisses, like, okay, I love you. And I'm just like, okay, bye mom. I have company, stop.
And I was like, keep going, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so childhood, yeah, lots of work, but like I had a good childhood. My parents have been married for over 55 years. Lots of love, lots of laughter. My dad is a big jokester. He tells like 4 dad jokes exactly all the time. So that's
the same 4 jokes?
Yep.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
he tells them like he's never told them before, and he laughs.
Oh, that's nice.
His laugh is better than the joke, which is why like
that's your laugh.
My laugh is better than the joke half the time. So like, yeah, that's where I get it from. Yeah. What about you?
So my parents are immigrants. They're from the Philippines. If I haven't heard that already or haven't seen it already, I'm Filipino American. I have both an older brother and an older sister. My sister is 7 years older than me. My brother is 4 years older than me, so a bit of an age gap. We, like you said, like we're as close as we could be. A little roughhousey. I love it too because me and my brother and sister all have different creative outlets, but we still support each other in what we're trying to do constantly. But yeah, growing up was interesting. I was born and raised in California, as I've told you tonight. From Los Angeles County. It was kind of wild growing up here because you realize how much you think is normal, and then people around the world or even in another city do not experience any kind of that stuff. And I think also growing up as a child of immigrants, I heard multiple languages growing up. So I didn't learn Tagalog, which is one of the native Filipino languages, but I heard it growing up a lot.
What's it called?
Tagalog. Tagalog. It's like tag-along, but without the N. But Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the native language. I don't speak it, but I've heard it throughout my entire life, so I understand when people are talking to me. I also know when people are talking shit. That's also important. My late grandmother and grandparents were also of Spanish descent because Spain colonized the Philippines, fun fact. And so I heard Spanish growing up. So I had a college roommate actually take me home from college and drop me off, and she met my grandmother and my parents. They all started speaking to me in English, Spanish, and Tagalog, and I answered them both, all of them, all together. And I saw her out after she used the bathroom, and she goes, "Please, what was that?" And I was like, "What do you mean what was that?" She's like, there are people speaking other languages in your house, and you just answered it." And I was like, "Oh, you didn't experience that growing up." I had no idea, but that was a normal day for me, just having to not only learn like English and Tagalog, but also like translating for your parents, right? Because they're from another country. So there were things like they could speak English, but they didn't always get the slang, or they didn't always know what I was saying. So it was always a fun thing growing up. You realize the level of communication that you have to bring. And I feel like that's the reason I also speak really well and I try to communicate clearly, because I had to.
It's much like how millennials have to translate for boomers.
Yeah, and then now Gen Z, I love y'all, but you even have more intricate slang that's coming up that even personally, I can't keep up with it at all. I love it. I love y'all that you have it, but even I'm just like, I need a dictionary or like Google Translate on my phone for some of it.
I love to learn words and then use them on my nieces and nephews, because they get so irritated. They be like, I told my niece one day, I was like, man, they be frying me. She was like, who taught you that? And I was like, what? Because I'm fried right now? No, stop, please, don't say. And I'm like, why are you hating? Because they frying me in the comments. Like, it's so dumb. Like, okay, but that's fine. And then, okay, so lots of languages. Any like fun things that you did as a child that would surprise us?
Well, I guess it goes back to the things of like, what don't you do? I think when I went to high school, and I went to a private Catholic school, so if any of you have experienced that, it's demanding in a lot of ways, to the point where I never thought I was doing enough. But like, I was president of a club, I was varsity volleyball captain, I had like a running 3.6 GPA, which wasn't like amazing, but like that was my average. And I feel like I wasn't keeping up because all my other classmates were in multiple clubs doing this, honor roll, AP, doing all these, and I feel like I was always at the base level of never being enough. But I think that's always what led me to my drive of like, oh, I can do better, I can do more. And so I think because of that, I always put myself into like fun circumstances and situations, and like you're with friends and you meet people constantly. And like, I was lucky because, growing up in LA, you're just exposed to so much. Like, celebrity sightings were kind of like, oh, cool, it's like a bird sighting. Like, there's a brown sparrow, there's Patrick Dempsey. Like, just...
Now listen, if I see Patrick
he was literally like driving across the corner from our school, and I was like, is that McDreamy?
Now,
like,
the way I would have flew into his window, y'all would look for me, I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, and it was just a wild thing to like, they would just be driving, because they work in Hollywood or they work in LA. Yeah. And so that was one of those things that was totally normal for someone like me, but I didn't realize that people didn't get to experience that kind of stuff. And like, I guess it's a normal day, but it's fun to like have the duality. It's like, we still grew up with families that it was complicated relationships, but just slightly different locations, that's all.
Yeah, and by slightly, you have mountains and desert and bipolar weather on a daily, and then you have just flat but tall skyscrapers and blizzards that could come up to your neck. So, not that different.
Yeah, we didn't have seasons here. Like, I feel like biologically also I can't deal with snow because I'm from an island normally. I've been in snow, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to live in a city with seasons.
I feel like you could.
I could definitely do it. I have the ability to, but would I want to?
Nah.
But
most people don't want to. Now, me on the other hand, I don't mind it. I like the snow.
The snow is nice. It's beautiful. It really
is. Pretty. I love winter fashion. Y'all know this about me if you've been following me for any time. I love winter fashion. I love like throwing on some cute boots. Give me a good jacket, a scarf. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. And also, like, there's nothing like playing with my little cousins, especially like the babies that don't really have their full balance, and you put them in the snow, they can't even stand up, and they just go head first, right? And it's fun. Did you see that video of that guy? The one I know you in my brain.
I am.
And there's that video where that guy, his daughter, like fell into the snow, and like he picked her up, and her face print was in a.
And then the face was covered in snow, and she was like trying to recover. It was so bad.
It was hilarious. Me and my cousin was actually just talking about this earlier. She was like, how are we the new parents? She has 2 kids. And she said her daughter was walking around cussing. And, she tries like to watch her mouth in front of her baby. Her baby is like maybe 2 or 3. And she was just like, I can't stop laughing though because it's so funny. Like, she don't know what she's saying. She just walking around. And I'm just like, I'm gonna be that parent that laughs. Like, you supposed to be in trouble and I'm bent over cracking up. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to be your parent? Because I'm laughing. So like, I don't know. Okay. What? I don't know what that's saying. Let's go down. Life's so much easier when you realize you can't please everyone, and that's okay. That's very true. Huge fan of your channel. Thank you, Jasmine, if you're still on. I appreciate you. What's going on here? We are just chatting. This is Felice.
Hi.
If you all are just joining, this is my new friend Felice.
Hello.
So yay, Chris made a couple friends so far. It only took me 6 months, which is great.
That's good. You have to settle in. You gotta move in and do all that stuff. You gotta get settled. It's fine.
Yeah, y'all know I'm an overachiever. I was trying to have friends like day 2, but instead we got fired. The wires got crossed because a lot of the same letters, fire, friends, but like it's okay. We sorted it out. Okay, let's see. If you're gonna talk hate, leave.
Oh, she's talking to someone else. Yeah.
Day and night, she talks each word. Not Brent, cause you in here, you watching, you like it.
And also, I'm just like, haters fuel me, so come on.
They do.
They fuel me. They fuel my whole, we're going to do it despite.
Okay. Jasmine does seem nice. What are we talking about? What is that? Lacutis? Lacotis? Lacutis?
Lacotis.
Lacotis? But that's a U.
L-O-C, Lacotis? Lacotis?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
We're not
but
going to
hello. What are we talking about? I don't even know. How do we get on this?
Honestly, because I talked to Crystal, we had dinner. She was nice enough because I was like, hey, let's hang out. And she knows I love Chicago dogs. She's from Chicago. So, of course, Chicago native is going to do it right. It was delicious. I had 2 of them. I might have a third when we're done here.
So
they were so good. And I talked to her and I was like, I feel like you have such a great and amazing voice and encouraging personality that you do great in a podcast, and I would love to, riff off of you in that context. I am just a normal person in LA, but I was like, I would love to just have talks with you, talk to you all about whatever's going on, give you mental health tips if you need them, in case you can't afford therapy. At least you have your emotional support people and your emotional support podcast.
ESP.
Yes, ESP. And we're calling ourselves the Chocolate Labs. That was my idea. We still working on it, but honestly, I kind of like it because we love, first of all, Labs. They're adorable, Labrador Retrievers. They're great dogs. The Chocolate Lab is arguably one of the best ones. And also, brown, melanin, that's what it is. So
chocolate. Collaborating.
Chocolate
Labs. Do you see the connection?
Yeah, right. We did a lot of play on words, which is I personally love myself. And people, we both love comedy. We both like making people feel encouraged and inspired. So we're going to come together and bring it to y'all. And hopefully, you get something out of it. Take what you can, leave the rest.
Yeah. And, brush your teeth. Because that's just general good hygiene.
It is important.
General.
2 minutes. Once a year cleanings with your dentist.
I thought you was about to say once. Now hold on.
No, sorry.
Wait a minute. We are
not
not brushing our teeth once a year.
No. Twice a day, morning and night.
All right.
Minimum.
Floss.
And floss. If you don't like flossing, you can water floss. There are some great items to water floss with. It's fun. It's kind of just like a water show in your mouth.
A water show in your mouth. Now that is a show right there.
Show.
But just watch the pressure though, because you can't mess up your gums.
You could.
I have done that before. I personally like the stretchy floss that's been dipped in Listerine.
Oh yeah, because then you get both. You get the freshening mouth aspect and then the remove the plaque with your stuff aspect.
I have had much less cavities since I started flossing with the Listerine coated floss. And going to the dentist regularly and all of that. So just, pro tip. Thank you. Happy Holding Cards. Said you guys have a great personality and you're very beautiful. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. I saw a meme where someone drew Michael Jackson with Goku and called it Dragon Ball Z. I actually saw that.
That's a good one.
I think I reacted to that one day. They let me tell you something. The world misses Michael Jackson. Like, whatever happened aside, Michael Jackson, all of these interviews are resurfacing of how unserious Michael Jackson was.
So unserious.
And I just saw this one yesterday where he was at a wedding. The cameraman was so bogus. The cameraman has Mike standing right next to the groom like this, like in the eye line of the camera while they're doing the vows, and he looking at the dude like, seriously? Because I guess Mike didn't like the girl.
Oh my God.
I was like, now why would they ask Michael Jackson to be at the front? Because he can't hide his expression. No. It's just like my favorite interviewer, he was like, I love touring. No, Michael. Michael, please be so for real. I love touring. No, it's all lies. They lie. They always lie. Like, what? Michael, please be so serious. Cause you why?
Yeah. The funny thing was I heard also his pop singer voice was not his actual voice.
I heard his voice was deep, but I don't know that I believe that.
Yeah, because there's no evidence of it anywhere. But people who knew him outside of the pop star voice heard his normal voice. And I was like, what do you mean that wasn't his normal voice?
I just can't picture it. Maybe, and I don't know, my brain, if Mike would have kept his original nose, maybe I could believe it. But I just feel like the reconstructed nose did something to the way his voice sound. That don't make logical sense. But
no, that does. Head voice. Nasal,
yeah, and that's why I feel. So maybe before he completely changed his look, you know what I'm saying, the vitiligo and then all the surgeries and stuff, maybe his voice was deep, and then that's just my personal, but nobody knows, because he don't, when I get to heaven I ask him. But yeah, that's just, Mike is just hilarious. And then now Janet, she doesn't say a whole lot, but you could tell. you could tell that, like, I know she be unserious. Because she got that same face where she be like, you know, like,
I mean, they've been in the industry for so long. So they're probably just like, this is the same circles over and over and over again.
Yeah. We're going to say one bit. I don't understand. Child, I think a lot of y'all need to go.
Y'all are wild.
Y'all need to go to bed.
Wild
it's a lot of y'all that needs to go to bed. Y'all know I don't even be like this. What is happening? What is going on right here? A lot of y'all need to go to bed. And I know it's late where a lot of my following is.
Oh yeah, right. It's
2 hours, so it's like almost midnight, but it's Friday, you know, and we just hopped on. This was unplanned. We just hopped on.
Yeah.
But we'll probably be doing more of these and be like chatting and stuff and catching up with y'all. Making this into like a full out podcast, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna get the setup together because I was really disappointed that didn't work. I'm gonna have to figure out and troubleshoot and figure out why that didn't work, why the mics were being like all funky and stuff. But if I don't get it in that capacity, I do have like my regular Sony camera, and I can just do like a thing,
the normal stream.
Yeah, and that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm excited.
I am too. I was like, this literally just was supposed to be dinner and hanging out, and then I was like, why don't we do a podcast?
That's literally what happened.
Why don't we do a podcast?
And I was just like, okay.
I didn't think... talk about unserious, by the way. Talk about unserious.
You weren't serious?
No, I was serious. Like, we were serious, and I was like, oh, okay, we're both serious. Like, very much, you know, giving that Michael Jackson vibe.
Somebody said, hi, I just got here. Can you repeat everything from the start?
Take it from the top.
Yes, okay. Felice.
Hi.
Navidad.
Hello.
Crystal.
Lost her.
New friends. Love potatoes and rice.
And rice.
Hate mushrooms and avocado. Yep. I love avocado, but she hates avocado. The whole thing. It's the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And Michael Jackson is unserious.
Yes. And we're also unserious. We're
also
serious about this.
Serious about this and mental health. And I think that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're starting a podcast together.
Emotional support people
for
your
podcast. And we are your Chocolate Labs. Collabing and labbing for you.
As chocolate people.
It's like a Willy Wonka episode that got...
You got the golden ticket when
you
clicked on the live. So
you did.
Cheers to that. But yeah, we have ice cream to eat. And I'm about ready for it.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave comments for other things that we're going to talk about. We're going to get organized and like actually have like a whole setup at some point. But we're going to kick this off and it's going to be fun. And I love y'all. And I pray that all is well. Mm-hmm. Why is the category sports? That's part of the problem.
Oh, no wonder we got a bunch of nonsense.
I was like, sports. Now the only sport is probably Food Olympics. Now if there is, because there is one.
No, that's true.
I've seen some professional sports like pie eating contests. Oh, that could be a thing we could try.
Can we do pies? Can we get pie?
Do you eat pie?
I do eat pie.
Okay.
Can we get pie?
We can eat pie. We can have a pie. Now, a pie eating contest. I've never done one, but I could do it. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to do that. I'm here for it.
So how do you get under sports? I mean, I guess this is the only way an Olympics. It's a lot of cardio because we're both running our mouths.
We are. Yeah, I don't really know. We're going to figure this out. It'll be fun.
It's good for the first try. We're here for all of your emotional, hilarious, comedic, and, mental health needs. Mm-hmm, we cover all of it because we're versatile, like potatoes and rice.
Yes. Dang, now I want some potatoes.
We can make it happen.
Oh, okay. At one point, you know what I'm going to have to make for you? My baked potato taco.
I'm sorry, what?
One day. I'm going to say this and then we're going to get on. One day, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like, you know what would be so good? I wanted a baked potato, but I also wanted tacos. And I was like, what if I married the two together? Oh okay, so you bake the potato, but you got to bake it like at the right consistency where it's like nice and like, you know what I'm saying? Not like overly baked, but like just perfectly baked. You slice that open, you butter it, add just like a little dash of salt. You put the taco meat on top of it, and then you add some cheese. I will add some guac. You don't have to add guac.
I just can't.
Taco sauce. If you like sour cream or Greek yogurt on.
That's perfect. Baked potatoes.
What?
Baked potatoes.
So good. It's the best of both worlds. Like heavy Miley Cyrus.
It's going to be a lot of great food time. Because I'm like, I'm going to cook for you. You're going to cook for me. We're going to eat together.
And we're going to have chocolate chip cookies.
Yes, because I'm a baker and I also be a home chef. So I'm excited for anything that we get into. I hope y'all are excited because like I'm committed to this. I'm fully committed to you know, being here with Crystal, because now we're real friends.
We
Like,
are.
we're real friends, and I want to do more good things with real friends. And you should too. If you have friends, do some fun, cool stuff with them, because we need our people. We need your community. You need the support. So
Yes.
tell them you love them. Text them right now. Be like, hey, friend, let's do something.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
I mean, like, for some of y'all, it's like 1:00 in the morning.
Maybe don't text. I mean, you could.
But like, if you send a text and say, let's do something right now, that might send the wrong message.
Yeah,
like,
maybe not a you up
friends.
text.
Maybe like, yeah.
I
like,
forget. Timing matters.
You know, maybe like tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning. Be like, hey, friend.
Yeah.
Let's do something.
Or like those of y'all who are like in Europe, now would probably be a great time.
Yeah.
But you know, like if you like, you know, in Florida, you might not want to. That might.
I mean, unless the fun you want to do is shenanigans at night, because that's the only things you can do. If those your friends you roll with, then shenan again.
I used to shenan with one of my friends. Her name wasn't Shenan, but it was
It wasn't Shenan. I assumed it wasn't Shenan.
I mean, some people got a friend named Shenan.
That's fair.
And we used to drive our friend. This is gonna sound so bad. Our fun in college was to go to Wendy's at like 2:00 in the morning to order a spaghetti bowl.
There's spaghetti. Wait, hold on. Go back.
They don't.
Oh,
that was the fun.
Oh,
like,
I was
roll
like,
up and they'd be like, "Welcome to Wendy's. How may I help you?" And I'm like, "Yes, can I get the spaghetti bowl?" And they'd be like, "Huh?"
You can't do this to a Filipino because Jollibee serves spaghetti joy. You cannot do this. They serve spaghetti at Jollibee.
I've never been to Jollibee.
Oh, we're gonna take you to Jollibee. It's gonna be a thing.
I thought those were. Oh no, that's Jujubes. Never mind. That's candy. I was like, why would I go to a candy box?
Jujubee's also like a little for anything.
Exactly.
But Jollibee is basically Filipino McDonald's. That's the easiest way I can explain it.
Okay, all right. We'll stick a pin in that. But yeah, so I'd be like, can I get the spaghetti bowl? And they'd be like, huh? And I'd be like, the spaghetti bowl. We don't have spaghetti bowls. I was like, I'm looking at it right here. And they would be so confused.
So you'd harass the Wendy's.
Then you would hear them like pull it. I just know they like pulled the mic down. You could hear them talking to their coworker like, do we got a spaghetti bowl? Then I start like cackling and drive around. I'm just playing with you. Can I get a 4 for 4?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Fun times.
Confusing.
Times. Very confusing. But we didn't have anything else to do. We were, you know, college freshman and sophomore that was the only thing to do in Springfield was go to Wendy's or Walmart in the middle of the night because there's nothing out there. Yeah, like and we were innocent too, so we wasn't doing nothing like crazy. That's the whole thing.
Now I want to make a spaghetti bowl and like see what Wendy's would make as a spaghetti bowl, because like Jollibee does it, so I'm like, I wonder what that would be. So that might be a thing.
You know what though? Because like when Wendy's first came out with chili, they literally was like, I overcooked this hamburger, but I don't want to throw it out. So how can I save this?
There were no beans in that chili.
You said what?
There were no beans in that chili either.
No beans?
Were there no beans, or was it just meat? I forget.
I feel like it's just meat and tomatoes. I feel like bring me them tomatoes over here.
And then
it just made a sauce because there aren't any. I don't think there are any beans if I'm not mistaken.
So it's more of a Texas chili then, right?
I guess. But I don't remember. It's been a long time since because I don't really eat fast food like that anymore. But I don't eat beef, so like I'm not gonna lie though, I do miss junior bacon cheeseburgers. Man,
that's why you fuck beef.
Oh my
God.
Fuck, Mary, kill. Listen, okay, the way that I would tear up a junior bacon cheeseburger right now. Oh, and back in the day when they used to have the baked potatoes they like actually
bake the potatoes.
You know what I'm saying? And like we'll put all of the stuff on it. Now they just be giving like the stuff be sliding off. It be on the edge of the. Times is hard, y'all. Times is hard. Okay, but for real though. We about to
yeah, it's late for some of y'all.
Yeah, we've been talking
here for a minute.
Okay, this is supposed to be 20 minutes and it's been a thing. All right. Wait, can I do the thing from here?
You can probably do it from this. You don't have to get up. We don't have to start the way we did or end the way we started with the thing.
I don't know how this works, girl.
This is your channel.
It is, but I've never done it like this before. I usually just be on my phone.
That's maybe we could. Can we end it? Can we finish it?
Can we?
Can we know?
Can we talk
for a minute? And girl, I want to know your name.
There we go. All right. Love y'all. Yeah. See you.